Hey guys, hope everyone's well. I thought I'd make another video about like a Q&A, in case anyone wants to ask me some questions. I don't know if anyone will, but and also talk about what my goals are with in terms of making these videos about Asia. Yeah, what my vision is or what my goals are for doing so, which is basically to empower Asia and how I plan to do so. And talk about, I thought it'd be a bit of an interesting project. See, people who are interested in Asia, the Far East is quite mysterious as well. So I think so, dare I say, so that's something that hopefully will be a bit interesting, different. So, and I like to mix it up a bit. So I have a lot of time to talk about Africa and one is about Africa. So I thought this time I'd focus on Asia as much as possible. And over different months, focus on different areas. And so my goal is like sort of to, maybe I'm being naive here, but if I'm thinking if like I Google things and look on YouTube for things about Asia, and also make videos about Asia, that it will help Asia to trend more. So my thinking is that might help economically, and maybe my ideas can be, if I work with other people who are more practical, then somehow those ideas can be put into practice. Like people from Asia might see it and they might say, yeah, I think by being more united, and as I said before, I think that hearing other people's opinions and ideas about how to empower Asia, excuse me, is just something I think is an interesting topic. So I hope other people share my view about that and don't find it boring, but or might find my quirky little ideas and things like that interesting. But as I said before, like, what do you think? I'd love to know what people think about if approximately 4 billion people work together on a goal. There were more. If Asia was more united, would that be beneficial? And I think with all the division that happens in Asia, if you see the amount of money that would be saved, not having to buy so many weapons, or not having to rebuild businesses that are destroyed in conflicts, or not having to focus on those sorts of things, but building things together, I think, is, in my opinion, is much better than going against each other, if you know what I mean. So I think a united nation, or a united, in this case, continent, can do a lot better, especially with so many people. And especially for poorer people as well, to lift those out of poverty. So as I said before, I'd love to hear what other people think about the benefits of being a united nation, or, as I say, in this case, a united continent, how that could help by working together and things like that. And yeah, maybe I'm being naive, like thinking if I help Asia to trend more or be searched more, then maybe like investors or people like that would be more willing to invest in Asia. So that's my thinking behind using the hashtag Asia, or searching for things about Asia and things like that. And I also, like on Facebook, I also share with groups on Facebook about especially dyslexic groups from Asia, about how like famous dyslexics, or how I think that Asia working together would help each nation in Asia to do better. But yeah, I thought it'd be an interesting topic, also to hear different opinion polls or general opinions and things like that with people in Asia, and maybe in the future to suggest ideas for like street interviews in Asia about different opinions. I know they already exist, like from channels like Asian Boss, but I thought I'd make my own videos about those sort of ideas or thoughts as well to add to, so maybe more people Google Asia and things like that. Again, I might be being naive, but that could potentially help to empower Asia financially and economically, and hopefully, and things like that. So again, I think really by being united, I think that they can achieve so much more by sharing ideas that other people might not have thought of, and just generally working together towards shared goals, and also having less conflict. Again, I think conflict means that sort of costs time and money and things like that. So I think it'd be quite ironic if my ideas really benefited Asia, because I think I tried to mention that in my video about my last video I made, my really quirky video that I made. Well, most of my videos are quite quirky, but because I'm quite a quirky person, but or a strange person, whatever you want to say. But yeah, about how like people in China apparently see dyslexic people as mentally retarded or whatever. But if a dyslexic guy came up with an idea that could, or ideas that could benefit Asia, and if they worked on them, whereas seeing things from outside the box, whereas like where I don't know how to explain it, but like China and India's economies are really obviously up till recently have really been growing really quick, and they're seen as potential new superpowers or whatever. But and a lot of people say it's because of the knowledge economy. But wouldn't it be? I think it'd be quite ironic if it's like if they invested in dyslexic people in India and China and places like that they do even better. But I'd love to know what people think about that. I mean, there's lots of groups now which talk about how people with dyslexia have, many of us have different ways of seeing things that other people wouldn't necessarily see, like vision, that I'd say out of the box thinking, if you like, that could really benefit, especially in the future, how skills that are needed are changing. So there's lots of interesting groups, in my opinion, anyway, like the Yale Center for Dyslexia and Creativity, the Dyslexic Advantage. I don't know if that organization exists anymore, but someone told me they no longer exist, but they did some great work. So I think it's a shame if they're not running anymore. But there's like Made by Dyslexia and things and groups like that. So I think they're really looking at the positive sides of dyslexia and famous dyslexics and things like that. So success stories of dyslexic people. So if people in Asia find out about those, hopefully they'll be more interested in like encouraging dyslexic people, including students in school, and maybe those dyslexic students would surprise people in Asia as well. So yeah, my main goal of these videos that I'm making at the moment really are to financially / economically empower Asia, including through social enterprise and encouraging people to start their own businesses and helping SMEs to grow and things like that. So anyway, sorry if I'm waffling, but hope someone out there enjoyed this video as ever. If so, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. If you would, that'd be really great, and share the video if you can, or if you would, be so kind. And I think I'm going to stop waffling. Peace and love.